Yeah, for sure, man. Okay, so let's talk about after the finale. You got put up in a few different hotels there, but how was the week for you? What were you doing? How did you spend your time?
Uh, you know, um, we got out. We got out Friday. We got our phones back, and I probably spent 4 or 5 hours on the phone just talking to my parents back home. It
Right.
was a very emotional phone call, but it was glad to hear. I was glad to hear their voice, and they were glad to hear mine. And it was just a good. It was just a good. It made me feel very warm inside once I got to talk to them. And actually, the first thing I did when I got back to my hotel, I ran over to McDonald's and got me a large chocolate milkshake. I was craving a large chocolate milkshake from
Nice.
McDonald's the past 2 months when I was in that house. I'm like, I want a chocolate milkshake, and that's what I did. And then other than that, my dad flew out, and my coaching staff, they flew out, the next day, which was a Saturday. I actually went to UFC, DeSantos and Mir, and we all got to go there and sit front row and got to see those awesome fights. It was a stacked card. It was all heavyweights.
Yeah.
So it was going to be fireworks. You know what I'm saying? You knew nothing was going to go into a decision. So it was a great card, and that's when we kind of got to see publicity, to see people recognizing us. To see people wanting to get autographs and get pictures with us, which is really cool. Where we didn't expect that, and that's something we're not used to. And that was all night. It was really cool to see all the other guys get pictures with other people and kind of see that their life has changed for the rest of their life because of this 3 months. It's just crazy. But leading up to the finale, I just trained every day with my dad. We worked a lot of mitts, a lot of cardio. He tweaked a few things that I was getting loose on, while I was in the house, and he tweaked them well. I went out there on that Friday, the finale, and just performed at my best, and did a very good job. And I got a 5-9 KO night, so it was a very good showing for me.
Yeah, for sure, man. And so your dad came out. When did he get there?
He got there Saturday, which was I guess 6 days before the finale, almost a week.
Right.
And, he got out there as soon as he could, and it was awesome. I'm glad he did that, and it was phenomenal to see his face and him hold pads for me again. That was because we've got so much chemistry together. There was countless hours and countless rounds that we've done together. There's no one out there that knows me better than he does. You know what I mean? So he's a great guy and a great coach. And he did a great job.
Okay, man. Talk about fighting in the gym compared to fighting at the Pearl at the Palms.
Yeah, man. I'm the type of guy that gets into my walkout music. Gets pumped up when I hear the crowd. When you're in that gym and you're fighting on those Friday nights, man, you can hear a pin drop,
Right.
and that's not normal. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That was tough. It really was. That was a big mental aspect that I didn't really prepare for because I never experienced that. So once I got out to the finale and I heard my fight music and I heard the crowd roar when I walked out, it was like feeling back at home again. And it was such a great feeling that I've missed in those 3 months that I didn't really realize what kind of maybe played a part in to my fight. Just little things like that, and makes you kind of realize. Dana White even said in his speech, he says, you might not be happy with what you've done in the show, but I promise you, when you get off the show, this will make you a better person and a better fighter. And those little things like that you wouldn't really know until you experience what you experienced those 3 months.
Hey, man. So this question I've always wondered. I've never asked it to anyone from the house, but what's the deal with the cameramen? Like, is there a policy you can't talk to them, or what's the deal?
Yeah, man. That was the awkward thing for all of us, really. Or mainly Team Red. I don't really know much about Team Blue because I didn't spend much time with them. Like I said, Blue stayed with Blue and Red stayed with Red. But Team Red, we were always kind of like, when the camera guys were there, we wanted to ask them something like what time it is or what day it is, because we don't have a calendar, or we don't have our phones to check our times. And they could never talk to us. We could never talk to them. We would get fined if we actually talked to them. But, I always felt rude, disrespectful, and awkward if I didn't talk to them, or acknowledge them. You know what I'm saying? I thought it was just kind of disrespectful to them. They're a human being, and they wouldn't be, if I say hi, they couldn't say nothing back to me. I thought that was kind of weird. It was hard to get used to.
Sure.
But, all of us, we still at the, we spent 3 months with these guys. We seen them every morning. We seen them every night, and then in those 3 months, we started, connecting little bonds here and there with them, as best we could. But, once you spend 3 months with someone every day, it's kind of hard not to, be cool with them or understand where they're coming from in a way. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, it was definitely tough, and a few people got fined for talking to them or making some jokes to them. So
crazy stuff, man. Okay, so let's talk about what's up next for you.
I'm fighting on UFC 150, Denver, Colorado. I'm fighting Max Holloway. He actually fought a fight right after me on the finale. He's from Hawaii. He's a striker. He's really tough. I'm going down a weight class. I'm going to 45.
Okay.
So, it's going to be good for me. I think I'm going to be very strong. And Max Holloway's no joke. He's young. He's 20 or 21. He's young and he's hungry, just like me. You know what I'm saying? We're two young rising stars that want to make our name in the sport. So I'm gonna go out there. Everything on the line and put my heart and soul out there like I do every fight. You know what I'm saying? I promise you, there will never be a boring fight with Justin. I always go out there and put on a show and try and knock somebody out. He's gonna want to test me the same way. You know what I'm saying? So. It's going to be super exciting, and I'm pumped for this. I'm not satisfied where I'm at. I'm not satisfied being in the UFC. And once I'm at the top of my division and own that strap, that's when I'll But
Right.
even then, you're like, who's next? Who's after me now? So I've always kind of had a target on my back, and it's something I'm going to have to deal with for the rest of my life.
Okay, man. Do you want to promote your Twitter or Facebook?
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, promote my Twitter and American MMA, and American Kid MMA, and my Facebook as much as you can. Justin Lawrence, the American Kid. I want as much followers as I possibly can. I fight for the fans, believe it or not. If it wasn't for the fans coming there and watching me, I wouldn't be doing what I would love to do. What I was born to do. And those guys have really. I'm an exciting fighter. You know what I'm saying? Like my style is different from anyone else's, and I go out there and I perform in an exciting fashion. Like I said, it'll never be boring. I'll make sure of that.
Okay, man. Good stuff. Well, thanks for taking the time, and hopefully we can talk to you again. What's the date on your fight?
August 11th.
August 11th. Okay, cool.
Yeah, UFC 50, Denver, Colorado. Vincent Henderson and Frank
Okay,
Yeager.
yeah.
Yeah, buddy. It's a huge card, and I'm super excited, man. I'm right back in there. I think I'm the only one that has a fight lined up already. I'm in great shape. I just came from a hellacious training camp. I just fought 3 weeks ago.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So I'm still in great shape. I ain't going to have no ring rust. I'm just going to go right back out there and go to work, get on the grind. You know what I'm saying? We're at the bottom of this pyramid. Bottom of the food chain.
Sure.
We gotta climb up. We can't sit around and say, hey, yeah, I was number one pick on the show, or hey, I did this or did that. That don't matter no more. That's history, bro. You gotta go out there and you gotta go to the future, and that's what I am. I'm the future of MMA, and I got to go out there and make my name for myself.
Good deal, man. Thanks for taking the time.
No problem. If you need anything else, you need more interviews, dude, I'm here, man. Just message me.
Awesome. Thanks.
No problem, bro. I appreciate it.